Can I ask you a question? How much is 2 plus 2? I know you know it, and even if you didn't answer it aloud, you already answer it in your head. Because subconsciously, your mind gets to work when somebody asks you a question. That is the power of the question. There is no escape from powerful questions. People that receive them will try to explore the answer, even if they don't want to. So you have that huge power of influence. Possibly, powerful questions is the superpower not just of the triangle of influence, but of any coach out there. Professional coaches know how to do very powerful questions, and we'll see how they are done effectively here. So to do powerful questions, they have to be constructive and positive, because you can actually do negative questions. For example,
why don't you do that?
It's not a powerful question because it's a negative question that actually requests a justification, because whenever you ask, why don't you, somebody will actually reply,
because.
That is not a powerful question. That's a good example of an unpowerful question. So instead of asking that, you can say,
what have you done? And could you explain why you did it or why you chose that way?
That's a completely different question. And you will find 80 powerful questions after this video in a PDF, so you can have plenty of examples of powerful questions. So remember, structure them in a constructive and positive way, taking into account what do you want to do with that question. What is the objective of that specific question? The more you practice powerful questions, the more they come intuitively to you. It's actually a matter of, like everything, practice. And it's very important when you do powerful questions that you feel okay with not knowing the answer. Because powerful questions are there so you help the person in front of you. And you have to get away from your ego and allow yourself to not know the answer. And get away from the preconception of the possible answer. And let the other to be the starring character of the movie that person is making. Allowing them to design their own path every time they reply to a question. And design the way they want to go to solve the problem or to achieve their objective. Again, it's very important also to be conscious of why you are doing these questions. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to get that person to? If you have that clear in your head, you will be exploring with powerful questions so the person becomes conscious, is able to identify possibilities, resources, and is able to design the path they want to walk to achieve whatever they want to achieve. And you can ask questions in various ways. The body language and the modulation of your voice, how high and low you do it, how soft you do it, communicates a lot about the questions you are doing and why you are doing it. So with powerful questions, you're actually communicating a lot of stuff. So you have to reflect and communicate that your objective with that powerful questions is to help them, to contribute in a positive way. Another aspect that is very important is to get away from your need to position yourself as somebody that knows. This happens a lot with coaches and mentors and consultants. You want to show that you know. If you are responsibly conscious about the power you have with that type of questions, you will do the questions in a way that help them all the time. And when they receive that contribution, that positive contribution, they will know you know. They will know they're in front of somebody that can actually support them and bring them towards the achievement of that goal, the solution of that problem. So you don't need to position yourself by asking questions that shows that you know about stuff. Also, avoid questions that can be answered with a yes or no. So what are they good for? Powerful questions can help you to understand the emotional state the person is. For example, you can ask them, so
how do you feel right now? Why do you feel that way? What do you think it means that you feel that way?
All these questions are exploratory. Sometimes you make questions that don't have a clear answer, but push the person to explore. Push the person to understand what is their actual state because you want them to move them towards a more constructive and positive state. And of course, powerful questions are great for helping to identify possibilities, resources, options, different points of views, to create motivation, to inspire people. Also, you can use powerful questions to trigger creative process. For example, you can ask,
Can you do that in a different way that you have never tried before?
The person explores different ways. There is no escape to that. And remember, in any process, even if you're talking with a friend, your kids, your spouse, or you are in a coaching process, you are the leader of the powerful questions you are gonna create. So even though the leader of the results is the client, is the coachee, you are leading the powerful questions. It's your responsibility to use that super tool to move the person towards the solution they're looking for, towards the objective they want to achieve. And if you want to use powerful questions to bring somebody from a problem state to a solution state, or to design a plan to achieve an objective, you can do that starting with exploratory questions, questions that help them to explore different options, alternative resources they could use. After the exploratory questions, you have to use clarifying questions. So they become conscious and aware of what does it mean to choose those options that they have identified in the exploration. Then you have to use questions of they actually design the plan of actions. What are they actually going to do? What are they going to use? What do they need to implement the actions that will drive them towards the solution of their problems, the achievement of their goals? And finally, you should always ask questions that help them design their sustainability structure, that help them to define how they are going to become accountable to achieve what they want to achieve with the action plan they have decided. And here is where you can help them with your coaching to become accountable in that process to achieve that objective or to solve their problem. A coach usually provides support so the person becomes accountable and gets feedback from that coach so they redesign and tweak their plan of actions, always in movement to achieve their objective and solve their problems. So sustainability questions are really important to help them so they don't just have a beautiful plan, but they actually achieve what they desire. So the exercise to learn powerful questions is to use powerful questions whenever you can, especially if somebody comes complaining about something. You know, a friend comes and says,
"Oh man, I hate my job."
You can ask them,
And why do you hate it?
so it's an exploratory question, so they become aware of it.
"Oh, I hate it because it's boring."
What could you do to make it more fun?
"Oh, it's impossible, man. I would need to find a job."
Oh, that's great. So you know what to do. So what are you gonna do this next week so you find a new job?
"Oh, I don't know, man. I'm just talking, man. Come on."
Yeah, powerful questions can be annoying to your friends, but can help them also to move and to not just complain, but get out of their comfort zone and do something to achieve whatever they want to achieve, to become happier. And in the next videos, you will acquire and practice the skills of active listening and powerful feedback, so you become a master of the triangle of influence, so you create an impact on the people around you and whoever you want. So practice powerful questions, have fun, and learn a lot. See you in the next video.
Come on.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
Yep.